It's Cara from Never Skip Brunch, and today I've partnered with my friends at the Home Depot to give my living room a little refresh.
Home, home, just wanna go, home, back home. I've been going for way too long.
I'll walk you through my inspiration, some tips for space planning, and how I created a cohesive space even though I bought everything online. So the theme that emerged from my inspo photos is that I wanted something earthy but sophisticated. I wanted the space to have a relaxed vibe, but also incorporate some elements that made it feel a little bit luxe, like velvet and tufted upholstery. To plan out the living room layout, I started with function before moving to my aesthetic. This is how I recommend you design your space. Sit down and think of everything you're going to actually do in the space, and then figure out what kinds of elements are going to support those activities. So in this space, it's a TV-free zone, it's open to the kitchen, and it's a place for conversation. So I knew I needed a furniture layout that was going to support that. So this sectional was creating a weird partition. It was making the room feel closed off and unbalanced. It was super heavy on one side. So I knew that would be my starting place, and then I created 3 design goals for the space. Number 1, I wanted to optimize the furniture layout to open up the room and improve the traffic flow so it's easier to get in and out. Number 2, I wanted a design element that was going to add texture and depth to the shelves. And number 3, I wanted to create a statement piece for the mantle focal point. So for the furniture layout, I decided to embrace the symmetry of the space with the 2 shelves and opt for 2 couches that faced each other. So I started with the dimensions of the room, and I just kind of sketched out a furniture layout based off this 2 couch idea so that I'd have a guide when I started shopping. I would know what to look for and what sizes to kind of explore. So with this loose furniture plan in mind, I headed over to homedepot.com and started browsing some pieces from my favorite collection, which is their Home Decorators collection. Okay, so buying major furniture pieces like couches online can be super intimidating because they're investment pieces and you really want to make sure you're finding something that you love. So here's my 3 tips for making sure you get a piece you're in love with. Number 1, tape off measurements on the floor to help you visualize. When you're looking at pieces online, they usually have a product photo and then sometimes it's styled in like a space, but it's really hard to translate that size into your own space. So if you check the measurements, tape it off on your floor with painter's tape or masking tape, it could really help you visualize how that piece is going to actually fit in your space. Tip number 2 is to order swatches. So some of the pieces in this Home Decorators collection have swatches that you can order so you can check fabric, colors, and texture before you buy. And tip number 3, this is the best way to seamlessly integrate a giant piece of furniture into your space, and that is to use the piece as your anchor piece in the room. So buy the piece first and then base everything else, your art, your paint, your accessories off that piece. So you're matching to it and you're not trying to fit it into an existing space. Okay, so everything I snagged from Home Depot is linked in the description below, and they offer free shipping on orders of $45 or more. So that is amazing for these big pieces of furniture like my couches. So here's how I pulled this room together. First, I brought in the new couches. Oh my gosh, I was in love with them from the second I got them out of the box. This fabric is amazing and the upholstery is beautiful. So once those were in, I assembled this modern coffee table. I love the gold modern legs, and then this wood tone is perfect for this space. So then I did 2 quick DIY projects to finish out the space. Number 1, I installed grass cloth wallpaper in the back of the shelves. This was way easier than I thought. So this paper comes unpasted. So all I did was brush some wallpaper adhesive onto the back, stick it up there, and then cut around the edges with a really sharp razor blade to give me that crisp, clean look. For my giant DIY mantle art, I actually found a rug that I loved the pattern of. It's like a 4x6 rug. So I built a frame that was just 1 inch larger all the way around than the measurement of the rug. And then I stapled the rug right to the back and made a giant piece of wall art like that. If you want a tutorial for this frame, you can check out my DIY giant canvas video and I break down how to make a frame. Okay, it's almost time for the big reveal, but first hit that subscribe button down below so you can stay in the loop with more amazing reveals just like this. Are you ready? watching. If you like this video, pop that thumbs up and then hit that red subscribe button down below so you can stay in the loop with more of my fun and fresh design ideas. Okay, so here's that DIY canvas video I was talking about. It's how I made this giant shower curtain. It's under $20 and it shows you how to build a frame. And then this one, I don't know, it's really cool, you might like it.